Greetings, everybody. Shelly Bean, the Empowered Oracle. Hope you guys are doing amazing and wonderful wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It is so good to be back after an unexpected fallback time that I'd like to give myself and my energy, especially for those of us who are, do healing work, energy work, who are empaths, who are oracles, channelers, anything, having to do with diving deep and tapping in, okay? Especially those of us who are just extra sensitive to the environments in the universe around us, okay? So, but with that said, guys, this is going to be a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is from Divine Universe, Divine Sources, as always, but a specific message regarding the messages you need to know regarding your soul's growth and evolution. All right, so Libra, let's get your messages going at this time. And as always, if you need a personal reading from me, my information is in the description area below. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button, please. Thank you. And share and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get a couple of messages first from the Yin Yang Oracle deck. What messages, Divine Spirit, do you have for Libra Collective regarding their soul's growth and evolution? Two came out, okay. What's the third message for Libra Collective? Holy Spirit regarding soul's growth and evolution. Okay. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me put this camera down a bit. Hold on. Perfect. Here we go. All right. So, Libra, you guys have assistants, spirit guides came out. And we have decisions. Surprise, surprise. We have decisions and we have avoidance and stalemate. And at the bottom of the deck, I was drawn to what says reunion and soul ties. So I'm getting strongly here for some of you who this resonates for or with. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. There's definitely something that you are here to learn regarding, well, we're all here to learn different things, no matter what kind of connection and relationships we have with people. But in this particular I want to say this particular relationship. Yes, okay. So in this particular relationship, there is someone, or a connection that you have with someone where I feel it's a very deep soul tie, possibly a karmic soul tie. I feel kind of like it might be more of a karmic soul tie for some of you all. But whatever connection that you guys have now, that could be in limbo. It could be a back and forth energy. You guys could be currently separated or on the outs, because it does have avoidance and also stalemate. So there's an energy of you guys are very much still very energetically tied or connected to one another, but there's no movement. I'm hearing there's no particular growth. There's no valuable growth is what I'm hearing. There's no valuable growth. And so with the assistants and spirit guides, there's also energy of, with some of you guys, this particular connection may have taking you guys a little bit away from your connection that you may have to source, to divine source, your spirit guides, your spirit team, your higher self. And with the decisions, I feel like you guys are in a situation where you might be trying to decide if you want to hang on to this connection or move to something different, or just you want something more. You may want something more that this particular connection is not giving you. And I feel like divine source and divine spirit is really encouraging some of you guys to really go within, to ask yourself what it is that I actually deserve from a relationship, from a healthy relationship. Why am I here? Why am I still here? Almost kind of like do a pros and cons list of why you're in the pros of this current connection and the cons, like the good or the bad. Do like a compare and contrast in terms of your connection to this situation. For a lot of you, I do feel more it is like a romantic tie to someone. Where it could be one of you guys, and it may not be you. I feel like it could be the other person that you might be involved with, Libra, where I feel like that person could also have more of an avoidant personality or disposition, where you guys might have been for a while. And this could be very specific for somebody. And I know it's not going to be for a lot of you, I don't think. But what's coming out is that whoever you guys were in a connection with, or have been in a connection with up until this point, you guys might have been kind of riding more on a superficial connection, kind of more surface level, superficial, good times, but not really anything on a very deep emotional and or spiritual level. And I feel like at some point it might have been fun for a while and may have been great for a while, at the level you were in the connection. But I feel like you specifically, Libra, there's a turning point that you are having, and your spirit guides want you to recognize this turning point that you're having. It is a calling. Your soul is calling for you to get reconnected to source, and reconnected to your higher self, and reconnected to what it is that your soul is really yearning for and really wants at this particular stage in your life. And I feel like you are going to have to make some decisions, a hard decision, because I feel like for you, you may want something deeper, something stronger, something more solid. And what used to work before in the connection no longer is working for you, Libra. So that's the message that's coming out for someone, because your soul, this particular connection is creating a blockage of spiritual growth for someone here, or for some of you. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting so far for some of you guys. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's like an energy of what used to be fun, and what used to be fun and what used to be fulfilling, even if it was on more of a surface level or superficial level between you and someone here, it's no longer fulfilling. You want something more. You want something deeper. And this particular person, I feel, is by nature is pretty much an avoidant type of person, or just someone who is not very comfortable diving in deep, being in a deep, connecting, spiritual, emotionally bonded connection. Someone who maybe is unable to even go on a deeper level in a relationship. Okay. So let's check in with Archangel Michael and see what messages you guys have. All right. Holy Archangel Michael, what messages do you have for Libra collective at this time regarding Libra's soul growth and evolution? Holy Archangel Michael, what message do you have for Libra collective at this time regarding their soul's growth and evolution? Okay, what's the second message? Is there another message for Libra collective, Holy Archangel Michael? All right. So what I'm getting, hold on guys. I gotta fix my thing is, I stuff crystals in my top a lot of times. And okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. I had to adjust myself. Okay. So what you have that came out is card number 2. So the number 2 could be relevant for you guys in some way, shape, or form. It says, angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I, Archangel Michael, enhance your strength. Another sign got this. I can't remember. Can't remember if it was Capricorn, Scorpio, but anyway. So Archangel Michael is working also with Archangel Raphael. So a lot of times archangels are working in collaboration with each other in different aspects of your life, and sometimes in the same aspect of your life. But this is letting you know that Archangel Michael is working behind the scenes with Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of love, healing, health, okay, and forgiveness. So that's an area that some of you guys still need healing on. And also even with the health, it could be physical health, emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, financial health, all right? However it resonates for you. But just know that our archangels are always working behind the scenes for our highest good. And they're always waiting on standby 24/7, 365 days a week. 365 days a year, 7 days a week for us to call them in for assistance, because they can't infringe on our free will. They have, we have to give them permission. The only time we don't have to give them permission to intervene is in life and death situations, though that's a different situation, but they're always waiting for us to ask for assistance and are more than ready and willing and waiting to assist us. All right. And then we have card number 37. So 37 could be relevant, which also reduces to number 10 and number 1. So 37, 10, or 1 could be relevant. It says, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way. Have faith that source will heal your financial challenges. Yes. So some of you guys, in terms of healing, the areas that you need healing in could be financial. I said part of that could be financial health healing that some of you guys need. So this could be confirmation for some of you all as well. All right. And now that I think about it, I think it was Capricorn. I'm pretty sure it was Capricorn that also got the same card. Ooh, wow. All right. So I do feel like you guys are going to end up making a decision ultimately that's going to lead to you, and it may be difficult, but I do feel like ultimately someone here is going to make a decision. Because if you look at this card, if you look at this decision card, it's like a fork in the road. It's this person standing here not knowing to go left or right, not knowing which path to take, the path to the right or the path to the left, if I can speak. So I do feel like ultimately you guys are going to go for what it is that you truly want, what your heart truly wants, what you feel like your heart deserves and what your heart has been yearning for. And that's going to be part of your healing as well, is choosing from a heart space. All right. What other messages do we have for Libra Collective, Holy Spirit, regarding their soul's growth and evolution? Please and thank you. What else do we have for Libra Collective, Divine Spirit? Power. Okay, so you already had the power within to make this decision. I'm hearing, Libra, that some of you guys are not giving yourself enough credit for the power that you actually hold and possess within yourself to make these decisions and to move forward. It's like there's a level of self-doubt here. And Divine Spirit is saying to give yourself more credit. You actually do have a lot more power than you think you do. And to take this sword, you know, to take this sword of power that you already possess. Thank you, Spirit. Take this sword of power that you already possess and cut the cords, cut the ties, cut the cords with the things and the people that you're connected to that you may be having a difficult time detaching from. Oh, my mic fell off. So, okay. So if you've been wanting to do that, this is also might be confirmation for someone here. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, Holy Archangels, and Holy Ancestors. Let's get some messages from Libra Collective's ancestors. What do your ancestors want to say, Libra, regarding your soul's evolution and growth? What do your ancestors want to say? Make plans and focus. Okay, so first of all, let's bring attention to the fact that you have 3 cards here, Libra. 3 cards that have swords in it, okay? I can't ignore that because that was brought to my attention. You have this card from Archangel Michael that has a sword in it. You have this power card here that has a sword in it. This is you taking charge finally, in making a decision to cut cords and cut ties with those things and connections and people or relationships that are no longer bringing you the fulfillment. And it's once you do that, you're unblocking whatever it is or whatever has been keeping you from your soul's growth and evolution. There's been a blockage because your soul wants to continue to grow and evolve. And then you have this 3rd card here with a sword. It says, Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. This is from your ancestors. And this card also reminds me of the Queen of Swords in traditional tarot, because she is a force to be reckoned with. She's not to be played with, you know, regardless of your gender. She's not to be played with. She has a sword in her hand. She's ready. She, you know, she stays ready, so she doesn't have to get ready. Okay, so it's about making plans and focusing on what it is that you truly desire, and no longer cutting away also any type of self-doubt. And again, looking deeper and realizing that you already have the power that you need to detach, cut ties, find your real joy and fulfillment someplace else, whether it's by yourself, whether it's with a new endeavor. Again, what excuse me, again, what you were dealing with before at one time might have sufficed. It might have sufficed for a good while, but that your higher self, your soul, your spirit wants to continue to grow, and whatever connection that you've been dealing with that is a karmic soul tie, you have to figure out and realize what it is that you were supposed to learn in this particular connection, and finally let it go with love and gratitude and move on to the next level. Okay. And again, I know that a lot of times that's hard for a lot of people, but that is the message that I'm getting for someone here. All right. So, Libra, I'm just going to check in with my pendulum just to see if you guys need a tarot message or tarot card. So far, the messages that I've been doing when I tested, and none of the signs so far have needed me to get a tarot message at the end of the message, okay? But I'm just going to check with you all. Holy Divine Spirit, Divine Pendulum, does Libra Collective need a tarot message for this reading? That's a no. That's a no. All right, guys. So you guys are good. These are the messages that are meant to come through and meant for you guys to hear. I hope that it was helpful and that it resonated. As always, guys, until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.